G'day. Today at Kids Corner, we're going to look at two different resources that you can use. This first e-learning resource is available at. It is a simulation type software where students can work through different questions and experiments in relation to the melting points and solidification points of various substances. This simulation could be used in a number of different ways. Firstly, it could be used in a situation where the teacher has addressed the class with information and the students then work through the tutorial at their own pace. This activity could also be used on a smartboard at the front of a class where the teacher and students can work together. The software could either be used at the start of a topic as an introductory activity or at the end of a topic to affirm the student's knowledge. According to Reply 2006, tutorial software is self-contained and students should be able to learn without any help or other materials. This is evidently effective learning through software, as the students would be able to work through the simulation without any help, as it is all very self-explanatory. Simulations are therefore usually geared towards learners that can read fairly well. Reply 2006. A Stage 2 student could use this software as it ties in with the Stage 2 science outcomes, ST2-12MW. It identifies that adding or removing heat causes a change of state between solids and liquids. This simulation provides students with ample opportunity to be involved in the learning process, as they are required to give answers and predictive experiments. According to Reply 2006, good simulation activities provide students with extensive interactivity. This allows them to do more than just read a book. The activities also allow for students to work at their own pace. It gives them complete control over the learning experience. Since the learning is easily manipulated, it gives students a better avenue for meaningful learning to occur. Dolly 2014. Lastly, the simulation program follows a suitable pathway for building knowledge and doesn't jump from concept to concept. According to Reply 2006, the flow of information is a key consideration in effectiveness of software.
The next e-learning resource is an online fraction game that is aimed at helping students better understand the concept of fraction and fractions values. Students have to order the fractions that they are given in order from lowest to highest value. As you can see here, you're given the fractions down the bottom and you drag them out, and once you've dragged them all out, then you order them. However, the workshop function of this game sets it apart from most educational games, as it provides more than just drill and practice. As you can see here, the workshop feature allows students to see a visual representation of fraction size, as well as offering them a comparable view of smaller and larger fractions. So for instance, we can see that this cylinder is 1/2, and using the workshop, we can see that 6/12 is the same value as 1/2. Dolly 2014 explains that when representations are digital, they can easily be manipulated, allowing learners to see multiple representations to compare and analyze in a short period of time. Landroth 2014 reiterates this notion, stating that by giving students this digital manipulation ability, it better helps them to see the math and consequently improve their understanding. In addition, the workshop feature allows understanding of fraction values by comparing and contrasting unfamiliar and more complex fractions with easier fractions that students would be more familiar with, aka 6/12 is unfamiliar with a familiar fraction of 1/2. Jonathan et al. 2008 explains that understanding a new idea is best accomplished by comparing and contrasting it to an idea that is already understood. This software would be best implemented in a classroom setting where there is a rotation of learning stations occurring. For example, one group of students could be working by themselves on a worksheet, one group of students could be working with the teacher, and another group of students could be on the computers or their mobile devices on this software. This gives the teacher an opportunity to either work with those struggling students that need extra attention or those students who need extra, more challenging work. Hence, this software can allow for a personalisation of attention to students through its simple but effective nature. The game is best suited for a Stage 3 classroom as it ties in with the mathematics outcome MA3 7NA, compares orders and calculates with fractions. However, due to its workshop feature and its easy navigation setup, it could also be implemented in a Stage 2 classroom. According to Squires and McDougall 1994, effective software has to be easily understandable in its instructions as the designer doesn't have contact with the student for explanation. The game could also be used as a replacement for worksheets. Rather than waste the paper, students could use the game to practice their recall of fraction values. Lastly, this game could be effective as a positive incentive to reward good work. The teacher would have to use this reward sparingly, however, as otherwise the game could lose its motivational power.